All right, we're live. Wait for some people to come in. If anyone is here, I'm just going to share this out to the Facebook thingy majigger real quick. All right, cool. Hey, Fishin, how's it going? Hi, Muppet, how you doing? Thanks for joining, guys. Or gals, I'm not sure on, well, yeah. So, gonna wait for a few more people to come in. This is just gonna be a casual hangout, guys. But I do have a topic in mind for my Friday stream. I wanted to see what you guys thought. But we'll be here for about 30 minutes. Bob Steamfot will be going in half an hour. What do you guys got going on? Have you guys started any tubs? Chores? Yeah, that's something I probably should be doing, but I'll end up doing it later when it's hot, and I really don't want to. Ah, cool. What did you use for your pond? Did you use like a tote or one of those ponds that are usually in the ground? And do you know what fish you'll be putting in it yet? One of those hard plastic molds? Cool. Are you going to bury it, or are you going to leave it above ground completely? Or I should say, did you bury it? Endlers? Cool. Yeah, I'm up it. My yards keep becoming a big old field. Um, I cut them down the other day, but it was like I'd say a good 3 foot tall weed forest. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, weeds grow like crazy over here. I don't know what's up, but I'm getting gophers, so I'm really having to keep them down now because the gophers love that stuff, and I don't want them to end up digging under my house and sinking my foundation. How cold is it there? I ended up putting out some leaf killies and it's supposed to be hot this week. Yesterday and today were both like 93 degrees, and next week is supposed to drop down below 80 at the peak. So I don't know. We'll see. Good morning, Sandy. How are you? I have the link up there if you would like to join. You don't have to, but if you would like to. I think that was the notification, the 30-minute notification for Bob. Yep. Still in the 50s. Yeah, that's still pretty cold. Yeah, I don't know what the temperature dropped down to last night. I'd probably guess around 65 or something, maybe. But the tub was 68 degrees when I woke up this morning around 6 a.m. Give me 1 second, guys. My little girl's here. Oh, man. Nah, man, today's my day off. Fallen Hero is my buddy, guys. Yeah. Yeah, my dogs don't even really use my yard that much. They use it to go to the restroom. I have one dog where I can have the AC on inside and it'll go lie down outside in the sun in the summer. That dog is nuts. Later, fishing. Yeah, that weather's nuts. Yeah, guys, we got a few people here. So, my Friday topic, I'm thinking about how me and Big J do our water changes. What do you guys think? I'm thinking about going over that because I think I have a little bit of a different setup than most people do. Um, I know I've talked about it a little bit in some live streams here and there. All right. Let's see. All right. Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm very new to streaming with topics, so I like to get some feedback from people because, yeah, last week was my first one with the topic, and I was kind of a nervous wreck before it. I don't know. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut the cam real quick. I'm still here, but I need coffee. Oh man. Yeah, guys, I'll bring the cam back shortly. Just trying to make some coffee real quick. Hey, morning, Chevy Fish. I'm gonna be bringing back my camera shortly. I just getting some coffee real quick. Yeah, Muppet. I'm hoping it was just the first one. The thing is, I don't like when I was young. I used to get like socially not awkward, but very nervous around people. Um, and then I outgrew that. Then I went to not really caring what people thought of me. And then I don't know. Now with this YouTube thing, um, I'm enjoying making friends through it, and I'm kind of caring a little more what people think. More so, like I want to make some good content, or decent content, I should say, because right now I'm not really down with going crazy on editing. I might do that a little bit more when I have some more time when my little girl starts school. All right, I've got some coffee and maybe I'll feel a little more alive soon. There we go. What time do you guys usually turn your lights on all your fish tanks, or the majority of your fish tanks? Mine don't usually come on until at least noon. But one thing I do like is seeing some sunlight come in. Let's see, where is it? There we go. So you see just a little bit of sunlight coming in on that one. And if I do get the opportunity to build up my fish room in my garage, I would really like one of those sunlights. The ones that are like, through the roof and ceiling. But I would like the ability to close it off so that it doesn't have much light coming in. Pretty much so light just comes in when I'm in there and wanting to enjoy the tanks with some natural light, because I don't want to leave it that way the whole time. Obviously, I'm sure there will be a bunch of algae. 11:30 to noon, Muppet. Yeah, that's right around mine. Like I said, right around noon. Hey, V-Stag, how you doing? We're just hanging out for a little bit before Bob starts his stream, and he usually does these streams alone, but I just saw that he's gonna have Lisa from KG Tropicals on. A skylight, thank you, Chevy Fish. Oh, I was blanking so hard, and I was blanking on that for a few days. A skylight. Yeah, I want a skylight that I can basically, have some blinds on or whatever. I think that would be pretty cool. Especially if I can position it in a way where I can use that for lighting for like an overhead sump for the pool pond that I want to do. Anybody got new fish? Or Chevy Fish, have you started a tub yet? V-Stag, started a tub yet? Yeah, man, that's why I'm saying I would really like to be able to close it off. That way I can rely on the tank lights as well. Um, I don't want it open all the time, or I don't want light shining through it all the time, especially in the summer. The summers, my garage gets really hot, like I'm sure most people's does. Yeah. Hey, Hat Trick Farm, how you doing? There's a link again, guys, if anyone wants to join. I'm gonna cut my cam real quick. I'm gonna move to my fish room. Oh, that's cool, Muppet. Is it just one? Do you think you just see one for now and it can possibly be more? I know I found one little baby Leaskilly and I thought it was just one. And then I think I got a good dozen or so. Oh, a cheesecake? Ooh, that sounds yummy. I'm gonna change this around. There we go. Now you guys can see my goldfish. Excuse me, guys. I don't know if that burp came out on audio. I wonder why they're staying over there. I just turned the light on them, so that might be why. And just so you guys can see a little bit real quick, I know I've showed it before, but that's what I use for all my freshwater water changes. I got some cleaning up to do before I do that live stream, because the fish room's a bit of a mess, especially over there. I had a leak, so I was cleaning up. Or not a leak, but an overflow, I should say. Have you guys encountered having too many tanks for yourself yet? I know a lot of people say there's no such thing as too many. My too many is when you can't really take care of them anymore or get tired of taking care of them. Thank you, Hatrick. The fancy styles are cool and all. I just like the style of goldfish a little more. And they are still derpy at the same time. Too many. Come on, V-Stag, you gotta know what I mean, man. Like, you know, a lot of people get to a point where it's too many to take care of. Like, I'm pretty comfortable where I'm at. I think if I had more, it would be too many. If you're taking care of them all the time, when do you have time to just sit down and watch them? That's my original goldfish right there. The gold one in the center, toward the back, bottom. Hey, Big J, what's going on, man? I'm only going to be up here for another 10 minutes or so, but I think the link is still up there if you'd like to come up. I think I found the topic for our next stream, bro. I came on here to chat about it a bit to see if people were interested in it, but I think we're going to go with how we do our water changes. You go into phases, Chevy? Before I had some of these tanks sumped, it was a lot for me. With the sump now and with being able to space the water changes out, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with the amount of tanks I have. Which really isn't a crazy amount in compared to a lot of other people into the 20s, 30s, 60s, you know? See, they could still be derpy. I sent Priscilla a picture of my goldfish and she was drawing it. She was going to be doing my logo, but she cleaned up her fish room and she lost it. White with black and gold? Oh, it's actually bluish with black and gold spots. But this shop light, you know, washes everything out, especially on camera. See if I do it this way. There you go. You kind of see the blue now. When you were working, one was too many V-Stag? Yes, Sandy. Chevy fish. You need to start a tub outside, get that green water going, and you won't have to worry about any of the parameters, really. Throw some crushed coral in there so the pH doesn't crash. and just throw them all in there. Thanks, Muppet. Yeah, that's the only fish I have in there that didn't start as a feeder fish. No, you want all the tanks? How many do you have right now, V-Stag? And are they, what would the majority of them be? Are they pretty large or middle ground, small? Everything's spoken for, man. Go buy one more tub. Or put them in your bathtub for now. You don't need a shower or anything, or you can go use your garden hose to hose off. My African's just chilling there. Oh, they actually moved when I put the camera on them. This tank definitely has mellowed out. I haven't added any more fish, taken any more out. Um, that's about the aggression I usually see now. I don't really even see a fish touching another fish anymore. So it is possible I keep my Africans after I sump this. 610s and 120? Cool. Yeah, before I set up any more actual tanks, what I do want is some lights. I would like to get a light for these 3 tanks I have in here. Or at least one good 48-inch light. That way I can move them around these 3 tanks. Oh man. Yeah, I could see not wanting to tear tanks down and move them. Although I have a problem having tanks just sitting there. I have 2 20-gallon tanks sitting there, but the only reason I don't have a problem with that right now is because they are spoken for. They are going to be some saltwater quarantine tanks, one for corals and one for fish and invertebrates. Although I'm thinking I might want to do the inverts with the corals just in case I need to dose copper to the fish. All right, guys, it's 9 o'clock. Thank you, everyone, for coming. But Bob Steenpot is going to be starting shortly if he hasn't started already. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you guys on Friday or in some streams later on, I'm sure. Have a good day.